My first client was an old lady. She was super sweet and welcoming and answered the door offering me cupcakes. Cupcakes that she could barely hold. Her house was so nicely decorated that I had to give myself a mini house tour before starting on her hair. I had decided to set up and do her hair at the kitchen table because, old people don't have a lot of good areas for beauty and cosmetics, and there wasn't much to work with at her house. Now, I don't know if it was the dementia kicking in or this dude was a complete weirdo. But her husband came in the kitchen and just stared at me weirdly for like 30 seconds, then walked out. This went on for the remainder of the appointment. Talk about weird. After that weird encounter, I tried to finish her hair as quickly as possible so that I could get the fuck up out of there. She wanted a blowout, so I put her hair in some rollers, then sealed it with hairspray. Then I gave her a quick tutorial on how to blow dry her hair because I will not be coming back, especially if her husband is there. His ugly ass kept finding any excuse to come downstairs and it was really annoying. Anyways, her blowout came out really nice and they both were happy about it. And even though they were cool in the end, I still rushed to get the heck up out of there cause no, never again. My next client was a rich lady with like 4 kids, and one of them was running around like she was a bit slow in the head or she'd had too much sugar. Regardless, it was very funny. Then while I was starting on her hair, her toddler kept trying to give me one of her creepy-ass toys. Why do toddlers insist on giving you things you don't want? No, I don't want your ripped-up teddy bear with stage 4 cancer. Anyways, I continued to do the mom's hair and she wanted a crimped hair look, so I gave her just that and it came out super pretty. Spend the day with me as a professional hairstylist part 2. My first client was my best friend and she had no idea what she wanted, so I told her I would freestyle it. When it was time to wash her hair, I almost wanted to tell her to go home because her hair was so thick and coarse, but I remained a proper soldier and saw it through. I brushed it out, braided it, and after what felt like decades, I got it into a wig cap because she requested a wig. Then boom! Before I knew it, I was finished and she was in love with her hair and looked beautiful. Then I took a water break and one of my newer clients came in complaining about the weather and her hair getting wet as if she wasn't about to get it done. I blow-dried her hair and it looked so good blow-dried. But unfortunately, that wasn't the style she wanted. It was this. And honestly, it looked so good on her. One of the best styles I've ever done. I was so proud. I ended up charging her an extra $50 for taking her pictures because, bitch, I'm not your personal photographer. And just when I thought I got a break, my mom dropped my badass little sister off so that I could do her hair. She was running around touching stuff that didn't belong to her, so I made her ass stand in a corner so she could calm the heck down. And this little girl had the audacity to cry while getting her hair washed after behaving like that? Anyways, I brushed her out, braided her hair up, and I turned that little frown upside down. She looked so adorable and she forgave me for making her cry. Spend another day with me as a professional hairstylist part 3. So every morning when I'm coming into work, I see this homeless lady camping outside my salon and her hair always seemed very matted and untamed. And as a hairstylist, that truly scared me. Plus, when I'm doing other people's hair, I catch her creepily staring at me as if she wants her hair done too. She was very hesitant when I first told her I would do her hair free of charge. But then soon after, she got very excited. The first thing I did was take that disgusting ass bun out of her head because it was attracting flies. And her hair wasn't that long, so I knew it wouldn't be too much to work with. While I was washing away the flies, I was hoping and praying to myself that this lady didn't have lice or any type of scalp disease. But I so desperately wanted to fix her hair, so I just continued on. She told me she wanted to keep a middle part, so I knew just the perfect style for her. It was a bit basic, but yet so pretty. Now I'm no makeup artist, but I couldn't help but to see how battered her face was. So I touched her up with a little makeup. And when she saw her final results, she completely freaked out and was so happy. It felt so good to make a homeless woman feel pretty. My next client was extremely bougie, rich, and spoiled. She came in with a picture of how she wanted her hair dyed, and I told her I can do it. But, I never dyed hair before. The blonde was a little off, but I knew when I washed it out the right color would come. As I was washing her hair, big chunks of her hair was slowly coming out. I literally started to panic. She was also panicking and completely losing it, so I told her I'd fix it the best I could. I used what little hair she had left and turned it into finger waves. I didn't charge her a dime because I knew this was a disaster. She walked out talking shit on the phone, but I didn't care because I knew I messed up bad. Spend a day with me as a professional hairstylist part 4. This lady came in with her baby asking me to do something cute and simple. And after she gave me her baby, she just walked right out like I was some babysitter. Anyways, I took her to my sink to shampoo her hair, and surprisingly, she didn't cry at all. She was doing so good until I brought out the infamous blow dryer, and then that's when the water work started. The crying was really stressing me out, so I drenched her hair in more water, then began brushing it, and surely enough, she stopped crying. This hairstyle actually took longer than it should have because I was trying my best not to be heavy-handed on her head. This is exactly why I don't like working on kids. I sprayed some oil sheen on her head to seal the look. She looked so adorable with her bun, I low-key wanted to snuggle her up. And about an hour after me calling her mom to come pick her up, the bitch still wasn't here. Now I was really getting annoyed because I had more clients to do. Then on top of that, the little shit started crying again, like, swear to God, I think I was starting to lose hairs. I tried cheering her up by doing this goofy-ass dance. I looked so ridiculous, but she stopped crying. I let her run around and play with the toy her mom left her, and when I tell you this is the most bipolar child I ever met, because not even 2 minutes later she started bawling. Like, for what? Its mom finally got there and it ran to her like I had done something bad to it. The lady started pressing me like I actually did do something and tried to fight me. I immediately dialed 911 because I'm not the one to fight and I will call the cops on you. Police arrived, arrested her, took the baby too. And as unbothered as I can be, I called up my next client because I wasn't gonna miss out on money. She had already washed her hair, so all I had to do was take out her clip, blow dry her hair, brush it out a little, and style it. I had to put it into a very sleek high bun because she wanted a ponytail with extensions. I wouldn't consider this a day-to-day hairstyle, but because it was for her prom, I approved. She looked so good and I knew she was about to eat everyone up for prom. Flicked up for her Instagram and she posted my work on her page. Guys, come with me to my mom's house to babysit my sister. When I got there, my mom took about 10 decades to get to the door, as if she didn't already know I was coming. I had to ring the door like 70 times. Then she tried to give me this long-ass lecture about what to do and what not to do with Ayla, as if I didn't practically help raise her. Anyways, she eventually left and I went outside my sister's door plotting on waking her up because no brat as evil as her deserves to sleep peacefully, and especially not while I'm here. So I went in, and there she was, sleeping like an angel even though she's not. I set up the camera and got to pounding on her bed because why are you asleep? She woke up all mad and confused because she had no idea I was coming. I told her to get dressed while I made her breakfast, then I went downstairs. I chopped up some fresh fruit and made pancakes with lots of sisterly love. I gave her the food, turned on some TV, and you wouldn't believe this girl had me chasing her around the living room because she decided she wanted to curse at Dora for ignoring her.
Fuck Dora the Explorer!
And that is why I had to put her in timeout. Even though I'm the nice sister, she still had to serve consequences. And of course I felt so bad and gave her ice cream after. Went outside on the trampoline with her for I don't know how long.
One eternity later.
Yeah. Who needs the gym when you have a sister this active? She had been begging me all morning to give me a makeover just to pull this crap. Like seriously, what is that? Then on top of fucking up my face, she made me play princess with her and gave me the uglier looking dress. And when I thought things were going smooth, she said this while I was filming. Okay guys, so me and Aliyah just got finished playing princess and I had to wash off her makeover because it was starting to sting. Aliyah, how do you feel?
Look, it's raining outside. Coda, remember that time you farted in front of the entire family and everyone had to leave because it stunk so bad?
Oh my god, Aliyah, why would you say that while I'm filming?
Oops, sorry, I won't do it again.
That's it, I'm leaving. Hey guys! Listen to this story time while I get ready for a date. This story is about how I embarrassed myself in front of my crush and my entire class. So, as you guys may not know, your girl here is lactose intolerant. Yes, I know it sucks, right? And for some reason on this particular school morning, I was craving ice cream like really bad. So I said, why not just have some for breakfast? And when I tell you that was the worst mistake I could have ever made. Like, why? Anyways, I ate the ice cream and got on the bus to school and already my stomach was starting to rumble, so I knew I wouldn't make it through the whole day without shitting myself. So I got to my first class and at that point I knew my stomach was at its breaking point. Because while I was sitting in class minding my business, my ass ripped the biggest King Kong Godzilla fart known to mankind. Like, why did it have to come out while I was in the middle of class? Better yet, while my crush was present. And it wasn't just a regular little quick fart. It was a ripple of farts. It sounded like I had sharted myself. Yep, that's exactly how it sounded. The fart was so loud that the teacher stopped the lesson and asked me if I needed to be excused. God, it was so embarrassing, and to top it all off, the farts smelt like death. The whole class was snickering and tried to hide the fact that they were. When I saw my crush laughing too, it literally crushed my spirit so badly I had to leave the classroom. When I got to the bathroom to finish my business, surprisingly, I didn't shit myself. But that didn't make me feel better about the trauma that I was about to face. To sum up this story, know that me and my crush never talked after that and people talked about the situation for weeks. So yeah, that's the end.